Hey folks, welcome to a incredibly special live stream series. I am absolutely thrilled to be sharing this with you. In fact, this is my deep, deep passion. Seriously, to help authors realize that their book is not a business card. Folks, I'm telling you, there's a lie out there that says your book is a business card. What do we do with business cards? We throw them in the trash. Business cards don't change lives, books do. Business cards change landfills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a very special 18 series of live streams all around this topic. Today is the very first one. And today we're talking about income stream number one, which is soft covers. So I'd love for you to go ahead and type in where you're from. If you're listening to this as a replay, perhaps on a special live stream or a podcast series, I want to welcome you and all those that are here live as well. So, folks, I'm going to read you the back cover copy of the new book because this is going to frame our entire 18 weeks together. In fact, we're going to do it in 9 weeks because we're going to do 2 a week. All right, so here's the back cover copy, at least today. The new book will release September 30th, 2021. Maybe you're listening to this live. Maybe you're listening to it, in the past. But here's the point. Let's jump right in. What if you turned your book into 18 streams of income? Most authors have been taught that a book is just a business card. Sadly, this is why most authors stay poor. Notice the difference. Business cards cost money. Books create value. Business cards are an expense. Books are an asset. Business cards get thrown away. Books last forever. Business cards decrease space in your pocket. Books increase influence, impact, and income. Business cards change landfills. Books change lives. Can I hear an amen? All right. So let's jump right in. How you view your book and position it in the marketplace shapes your results and your riches or lack thereof. For 8 years, I struggled to earn profit as an author. Let's just say I kept my day job. So that was 2003 all the way to 2012. But finally in 2012, I discovered a model that enabled me to go pro as a writer. And folks, this is why I'm so passionate about this series, because it's not about you just making money, but here's what I know. When you leverage your book into multiple streams of income, you can finally do what you love full time. And that's when my entire life shifted. When I was able to say, you know what, I don't have to do my passion in the margins of life at 2 a.m. in the morning when I'm not fully present. So this is why I'm passionate about this topic. I'm going to ask you right now, if you're getting value from this, if you're watching this on live stream, tag someone, share this. People need to know that, you know what? It's not their fault. Authors, it's not your fault. Just the other day, I heard an author say, you know what? I can't sell a lot of books. So what's their solution? They go write another one. Folks, that is not the solution to write another book. That's what I did. I wrote book 1 and it didn't sell that great. So then I wrote book 2 and it didn't sell that great. So then I wrote book 3 and it didn't sell that great. So then I wrote book 4 and I would have just kept going and going and going. But instead, here's what I did. I said, it's not the writing that's the problem. It's the marketing. I'm not positioning the book the right place in the market. That's on me. And folks, I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, you know what, Kary, I don't want to hear that. I'm just a writer. It's not my job to market the book. Listen, You might say that, and that's what I said. And I was traditionally published 5 times. I said, it's not my fault. It's my traditional publisher's fault. It's the marketing team's fault. And finally, I had to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I don't love marketing. I don't love selling. But you know what? It's nobody else's job but mine. And I have to stop blaming other people for my lack of success. Now, listen, those are some harsh words. But during this live stream, I'm going to be your truth teller. Why? Because I've been where you've been. I've been where you've been. I've been the one who says, oh my gosh, I love writing books. I love changing people's lives, but nobody's reading the books. And at first I got angry, and then at first I got bitter, and then you know what I'm saying? You be a victim. I was a victim. I was a victim. And a victim mindset says blame, excuses, and denial. BED. I lied in bed and complained and said the world just needs to find out about my books and then my life will change. During this 9 weeks, during these 18 live streams, I'm going to tell it to you straight up. I'm not going to pull any punches. This is a gift to you. I'm not, at least today, there's nothing to buy. This is not at the end, you know, hey, here's my thing. This is me saying, you know what? You're one of my favorite people on planet Earth. You're an author. Seriously, words create worlds. Let me say that again. Words create worlds. I can look back over my life and say, John Eldredge changed my life. C.S. Lewis changed my life. Okay? Joyce Meyer changed my life. All these authors that I read have literally changed my life. Napoleon Hill changed my life. John Maxwell changed my life. There's been authors that have changed my life, and I'm not the same person today. And I owe them so much of my success. God changed my life. How about the Bible? You know what I'm saying? But here's the point. Your books are meant to change people's lives, but my guess is that your book is not positioned the right way. You can have the best written book in the world, but if people don't know about it, it's not going to change their life. And on the flip side, you can have the worst written book that's marketed well, and a lot of people will read it. And I know it's not fair, but you know what? Life's not fair. So we're going to all get over it together. Let me finish reading the back cover copy. And folks, I'll tell you why I'm doing this series. Because I got to give a shout out to Brenda Hare. Brenda Hare looked at me, I guess, over a year ago, she tells me, and she says, Kary, you need to write a book on the 18 streams of income. And for some reason, I didn't hear her. I was probably in the middle of Unhackable or something, but I just didn't hear her. And it wasn't until July 4th weekend, right before the weekend, she looked at me and she said, Kary, when are you going to write that book on the 18 streams of income? Because I was ready to write another book. And for some reason, this doesn't happen a lot in my life, but I just heard her like God was talking to me. Okay. And I said, you know what? Why don't I write a book on the 18 streams of income? And I'll tell you what, the same thoughts and fears came up in my mind that probably come up in yours. That's boring. I've already taught on that. I'm no joke. I've taught on that for over 250,000 authors on webinars for 7 years. Okay. And many of you have heard this before. And here's what we start doing. We start doubting our own genius. This is for somebody today. Bono gets up on stage after singing With or Without You for 40 years, and he sings it again. And he sings it like he sings it the first time. And people are amazed, and people love it, and people will get angry if he doesn't sing With or Without You. at the concert. My point is this: you gotta fall in love with your purpose again. You gotta fall in love with the message that God put inside your heart. And you know what? If you don't, you're gonna miss out on influence, impact, and income. So you know what? Yeah, give a shout out, Ricky said, to thanks to Brenda Hare. I'm giving a shout out. And I got to give a shout out to Amanda, because Amanda and her. I'm actually going to give a shout out to Amanda, Josh, and Brenda. They're part of our leadership team. So it's really all three of them. But they had a, you know, an intervention with Kary back in July. And here's what's crazy. I wrote that thing in a weekend. I'm not even kidding. I wrote it. Why do we deny the easy thing? Why do we put off the thing that's so easy? Right now, you're putting something off right now in your life that's easy, that could totally move the needle. What is it? Come on now. I'm calling you out. What is the easy thing? Maybe it's the easy book. Maybe it's the easy talk. Maybe it's the easy proposal that you need to write. Maybe it's the easy email that you need to send. We put off what's easy and we go after the complicated and the complex. So what I did is I fell back in love with my purpose, which is igniting souls. And I said, you know what? My gift to the world is that your book is not a business card. And that's how I'm going to ignite so many souls, is to get authors excited and to package their book into multiple streams of income so that they can reach more people. All right, let me read the back of the cover again, and then I'll give you the first income stream. So here's the rest of the cover. By the way, it comes out September 30th. In Your Book is Not a Business Card, Kary reveals his proven process for helping authors create a suite of products. By the way, this is called an integrated product suite. One of the most valuable brands on planet Earth right now is Apple. Apple. Why? Because they've developed an integrated product suite. Not everybody can afford an Apple PC desktop. So they created MacBook Pro. Then they created MacBook Air. Then they created an iPad. Then they created an iPod. Then they created an AirPod. Then they created an iPhone. Then they created an Apple Watch. My point is this, folks. Apple is one of the most valuable and well-known brands on planet Earth because they've created an integrated product suite. What am I doing in this series? What am I doing in this next book? What are you going to get at Igniting Souls Conference? And yes, tickets have been going quickly. IgnitingSoulsConference.com. You are getting my passion to help you create an integrated product suite. Folks, life changed when I did this. I don't do this because this is a great marketing idea. I did this because I first wrote Journey Toward Relevance, crickets. Then I wrote Called, crickets. Then I wrote The Fine Line, crickets. Then I wrote Your Secret Name. And with Your Secret Name, that's when, once it was out, I'm like, oh my gosh, the book's out. And people started saying, can we be certified on this? And I'm like, yeah. And then they said, do you have a course? And I'm like, yeah. The 18 streams of income was not some genius idea. It was a result of God putting people in my life like Desiree Arney. Desiree, shout out to you, who in New Jersey, didn't even know her, but she read my book and said, can I be certified on this? Can I join your team? And I'm like, heck yeah. The point is this, folks. With Your Secret Name, I created 18 streams of income. And then I did it with Deeper Path. And when I wrote the Deeper Path, I actually did it on purpose. Your Secret Name was by accident, the 18 streams of income. When I did the Deeper Path, I said, I'm going to do this on purpose. And then I did. And it worked. And then I said, I'm going to do it again with Day Job to Dream Job. And it worked. And then people said, you could never do this with fiction. And it fired me up. And I said, watch me. Not in an arrogant way, but I said, you know what? Why can't it work with fiction? So then I wrote Elixir Project. and did it with 18 streams of income. Then I wrote Unhackable and did it with 18 streams of income. My point is this. Eventually, people started to say to me, how are you doing this? Please teach us. And again, when something's easy for you, you discount it. You think it's not that important. But finally, I got the aha, and God, hit me upside the head and said, enough people are asking you for help. This is really something special. Do it. So then in 2014, we created Author Academy Elite, where we started teaching people. And over the last 7-8 years, we've had over 1,000 authors do this model, and different levels of success and different levels of people choosing which income streams. But I can point and I can say, look at that one who excelled as a speaker. Look at that one who excelled with content marketing. Look at that one who excelled with the mastermind. Look at that one who excelled with the course. Look at that one who excelled with 3 or 4 or 5 of them. And so, folks, you don't need to do all 18. You can do as many or as few as you want. You don't need to do them all at once. But over the next, hey, Pam Pippin. Pam knows me from all the way back from 2011. Good to see you, Pam. Awesome. Pam is an example. Let me just share Pam. North Carolina, I believe, Bath is the town. B-A-T-H, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But guess what I did? I went to North Carolina because Pam said, Kary, take your secret name and use one of the income streams in the school system, which is speaking. And do you remember that, Pam? We went to school after school after school back in like 2012 or something, or 2013. And we shared. And we had team members, Elias from New Zealand. And again, this all happened, folks. And then, some of them joined the Your Secret Name course, and some of them joined the Your Secret Name team. And it's just been blowing up. But here's my gift to the world. September 30th, 2021. That is the day that we are releasing this book to the world. It's called Your Book is Not a Business Card, How to Turn Your Book into 18 Streams of Income. So income stream number 1, paperback or soft cover. Folks, I'm going to just say it how it is. If your book is out only as an ebook, you're missing income. You're missing impact. You're missing influence. Why? Because nobody's ever stood on a stage. No speaker ever stood on a stage and said, you know what? It's so great to be here today. Meet me in the back and I'll sign your ebook. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever said that. You're not going to sign someone's iPad or iPhone. In other words, there is something exceptionally credible about having a physical book. Now, I'm going to talk about ebooks later on. By the way, my live streams are Monday and Wednesday. And again, some of you are going to watch them live and share them and tag people and say, hey, you got to watch this series. Other people are going to watch these in the future. Maybe they're going to be in episodes. I don't know. But all I know is this. I'm not bashing any of the income streams today. But I am saying, if you do not have a physical book, you're missing out. 82% of the population dream of publishing a book. These days, folks, you can do it easier than ever. When you publish a book, immediately your credibility goes up. Why? Because in the English language, we say, Michael Jordan wrote the book on basketball. Oprah Winfrey wrote the book on influence. We say that so-and-so wrote the book on something if they're an expert. In other words, we acknowledge the fact that people immediately have more credibility when they publish a book. And I'm going to say when they publish a physical book. Because listen, if you say, hey, I'm an author, and they say, cool, I want your book. Where do I get it? And if you say it's on the Kindle store and they go there and they don't find a physical book, I'm just telling you, let me tell you folks, in their mind, you're not a real author. Now, I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm not saying that it is true. Because listen, if you're an ebook author, you are an author. But I'm saying that you're losing influence. Why? Because everybody has written a Microsoft Word paper. And a Microsoft Word paper, a long Microsoft Word paper, is an ebook. Okay? Let's just say it how it is, folks. If you write an electronic document, which, by the way, is everyone here, then you know what? You're an ebook author. And I'm just saying that that is not as credible as being a physical book author. Now, why? Do I have some secret agenda here? No, I'm just telling you, I care about you. You can't sign somebody's ebook. You can't ship them an ebook. You can't, leave an ebook at so-and-so's CEO's office. I'm just saying that a physical book and a soft cover has amazing advantages. And a soft cover gives you incredible margin. This is why we're getting a hardcovers on another income stream where I'm making these 30 minutes only. I'm going to hold the line. But I'm telling you that a soft cover has advantages. They're cheaper to produce. Therefore, they're cheaper to buy. Therefore, you can get more out. Therefore, the author can buy more and make higher margin. But a physical book, meaning a soft cover, is a great place to start. That is where I started. I did not have a hardcover for more than the first decade of my career. 5 times traditionally published, and I never had a hardcover. Now, we'll get into hardcovers later on because there's some major advantages coming up. Over the next few weeks, we're going to drop these tips for you. I'm not going to give you some secret URL today because it's still being built. We have a whole big plan and a whole big bonus pack we're giving into everyone. But listen, you just got to start. And I didn't want to delay it. We don't even have a book cover finally chosen yet. You're going to vote on the book cover if you want to. I'd love for you to. I care about your opinion. But over the next few weeks, you are just going to get a ton of gold. Make sure you like the page. Make sure you subscribe. I don't know what you need to do, but Mondays and Wednesdays for the next 9 weeks, I'll be giving away gold. By the way, there is a 19th stream of income. Oh my gosh. In fact, I pulled it out of the book. It's so hot, I pulled it out of the book and said, we're only going to make this a special bonus because it's so fresh and so cutting edge, and I need to test it and verify it just a little bit more. It's that exciting. Okay. So folks, you are in for a treat. We are going to have an absolute blast. This is a gift to you. And I just want to share this content with you. By the way, put the name of your book. Oh, Jennifer says, oh yeah, ask questions too, by the way. Put the name of your book here, folks. I care about you. We're in this thing together. Tell your friends about it. Share it. But here's Jennifer's question. We were concerned for softcover with the size of our book, which is more like a textbook, 761 pages. But we like the idea. Go for it, Jennifer. Tim Ferriss's 4-hour Body Chef Work Week, 600 pages, some of those books. Softcover. Okay, so don't be afraid of putting it in the softcover. All right, my friend, look at these people. They're blowing up with their book titles. I love it. And again, we're in this thing together. And look at these people. I love it. And by the way, the more we all jump in and share this, now people can learn about Elise's book and Jennifer's book and Tony's book and Ricky's book and Stacy's book. And hundreds of people are going to see this replay and be blessed from it. So have a wonderful day and get ready for income stream number 2 coming very soon. And if you don't have your conference ticket yet, ignitingsoulsconference.com. I'll tell you what, folks, it's going to be 4 days of amazing value. Take care. We'll see you.